Gracious Rick Ross, that is all I will say for the present. I think it resembled plain C. Coming out is hip bounce prepared for that I feel your own life, is your own life definitely. And I feel in my own life do you do anything that you do no doubt. And that is you realize that is your business, you know 2 times about strolling in. And when she strolled in, she saw a Christopher Williams performing fellatio on Puff Now. For what she shared with me, it was upsetting in light of the fact that you realize they didn't stop. And I said I washed the entryway, assuming that I washed the entryway and him. And a man ran out stripped. And I said that ain't no one let me know that I saw that myself blessed Malik hang on. And stop the press could you at any point except your ears, people? Did he simply let the cat out of the bag and admit that Rick Ross is his principal man? It seems like each day there's another gossip about scene brushes, with the grapevine letting out stories, left and correct about his alleged undertakings, with Will Smith, Kevin Hart Usher. And presently Rick Ross, yet stand by there's additional 50 penny, is likewise getting on board, with that fad mixing the pot. And stoking the fire, it resembles a ceaseless drama. And we can't get enough of it, gracious. What is he referring to, assuming that individuals express that to me? I get a little awkward 50 penny. Is busy again, this time he's getting down on his kindred rappers, Diddy and Rick Ross. And he's not mincing his words, as a matter of fact he's in any event sharing a few shameful snaps on Instagram to back up his allegations. As per Finney, he's been feeling a piece uncomfortable around Diddy recently, particularly when the person begins acting excessively gay for his preferring. And on the off chance that his doubts are valid, it seems as though 50 could have some serious distress around Diddy in the future. However, that is not, I trust people, our kid 50 is taking the show to an unheard of level by sharing some eyebrow-raising photographs on his virtual entertainment page. In one pic, Diddy and Rick Ross have all the earmarks of being locking lips in front of an audience, while in another Diddy is brandishing a pink shirt and embracing another person wearing pink. It's sufficient to make you say twofold yoser. Seems as though 50 Penny won't hesitate to work the pot and present some quite hot tea for his fans. I ain't saying only something ain't correct, Elmo, composed 50 Penny close by the snaps. Yet it appears to be the rapper immediately acknowledged he'd taken things excessively far. The 38-year-old pulled down the post for his interpersonal interaction site. Presently, subsequently, oh no, this isn't the initial time the India Club rapper has blamed Diddy for being gay. Recollect the morning meal club, that one time that Diddy asked 50 out for shopping me one time, quite some time in the past. And Chris woman's wedding you advised me to take me shopping. I saw him like, what to you it resembles 50. Penny's Joe probably won't be up until this point. Broad, after all, there's been some recording coursing of Rick Ross and Diddy discussing his extravagant house. And many individuals are hypothesizing that the two were going to lock lips before unexpectedly pulling away. Might it at some point be that they didn't believe anybody should be aware of their mystery relationship? Look at the video for you. And conclude, I say that is Illuminati, the underscore. Got a lot of cash, yet think about what it felt better when the underscore said you so fruitful we can't completely accept that it. Now some of you may be believing that it's a piece peculiar for 50 to be hauling Rick into this wreck with Diddy, yet in all honesty debate has been fermenting for some time. As a matter of fact, everything began with an agreement-disagreement regarding rapper Mace. Yet that is not. Each of the 50 has additionally blamed Diddy for being familiar with the famous Biggs homicide and has tossed conceal in his music. And concerning Rick Ross, their hamburger started when he guaranteed that 50 Penny took a gander at him the incorrect way. From that point forward, the two have been bickering furiously in any event, getting into a fight at the BET Hip Jump Grants in 2012. Most would agree that these folks are not precisely BFFs. As of late, 50 got down on Strong, had a Knicks and Fighters game. And it seems like the quarrel has just raised from that point forward. While 50 Penny is answerable for probably the most famous rap collections, ever still cases that his effect on the hip jump scene has disappeared. He even went similarly as saying that 50 hasn't had a hit track since I Get Cash way back in 2007. How she yet 50 Penny isn't one to accept analysis without a fight, and he's terminating back at strong on all chambers as per Fitty Bold, is harsh in light of the fact that he's continuously preparing for something that never happens. Any reasonable person would agree that these two are not precisely on the best of conditions. And in the event that that wasn't sufficient show for you, 50 is additionally training in on Diddy and by it appears as though he's relatively close in his evaluation of the tycoon, as Diddy isn't just called Fantastic Daddy previously, but on the other hand he's alluded to Docile Plant, as Daddy seems as though Diddy feels weak at the knees over calling different rappers. Daddy, who realized we as a whole realize that 50 Penny has been tossing conceal at Diddy for his supposedly fruity way of behaving. Yet where did everything start? Well, it just so happens. The beginnings of this view go way back. Everything began with a tune by free rapper Blood Orange. You could know Blood Orange as the gifted artist Diva Levels, who's worked for certain enormous names in the business like Solange Knowles and Mariah Carey. Yet in those days, he stood out as truly newsworthy thanks to Diddy's appearance, following right after him Trust in the music video for the tune Things Get Pretty Hot, as two men are seen embracing. While Diddy raps a few uncovering verses, he says in some cases, I ask myself, like you realize, what is it will take for me not to be reluctant to be cherished the manner in which like I truly need to be adored separated. By yet that I know how I truly need to be adored yet. I'm like terrified to ridiculously feel that you realize it resembles you need something, yet you couldn't say whether you can deal with it. Perhaps one day I'll move past my feelings of dread, and I'll get despite the fact that he's not transparently conceding to being gay. His intriguing comments are certainly causing a stir among fans who are attempting to translate their significance in 2019. Diddy's genuine admission about his downturn energized hypothesis about his sexuality in fans, urged him to embrace his actual self, taking to Instagram. The music Big Shot focused on his battles, and his adherents answered with overpowering help, strangely, before she turned into an easily recognized name. As a moderator, Wendy Williams was a furious radio character in New York City during her days as the supreme sovereign of metropolitan tattle, when he frequently dropped hints that Diddy's sexual inclinations could stretch out past ladies. Yet as the maxim goes, all injuries recuperate with time. And in 2017, the two symbols rejoined on Wendy's show. I realize I pissed many individuals off, including you, that this is a round-trip second. Everyone get into grown-up discussion. Williams proclaimed prior to giving a sincere conciliatory sentiment for any harmful remarks she had made about Diddy's own life. While it's honorable that Wendy Williams apologized for her past comments about Diddy, many individuals are interested about her rationale. Did she have some information about Diddy's sexuality that she needed to uncover? Or was she basically attempting to incite or affront him? Sadly, the hip bounce industry is as yet battling with gut in addition to issues. And surprisingly, unmistakable figures like J. Cole have utilized enemy of gay slurs. This standardization of homophobia makes it hard for anybody, including Diddy, to come out freely. While Diddy frequently drops hints, he presently can't seem to offer a conclusive expression about his sexuality. Notwithstanding the Rick Ross and Diddy post, 50 Penny has additionally proposed that Diddy is gay. In the past, he posted a message on Instagram, which he later erased, that indicated Diddy's sexuality. The message read, "Sorry, I can never again help you folks. Sui will be generally gay and cheerful. 50 kept in touch with you are presently left under administration of Puffy Daddy." In June 2020, the rapper delivered another single named Gate to continue on with Bryson Turner, which narratives his separation with his long-lasting sweetheart. Cassie Ventura Cassie's ongoing spouse Alex Spine didn't show up excessively satisfied with the melody in a now erased Instagram present track down Wish Omlet, in addition to companions of blissful pride, and gave a connection to a foundation that helps individuals in the storage room alongside assets like gay to continue on apparently fine, might be conscious of some data about Diddy that the public doesn't know about, igniting theory about what Diddy could be stowing away, fanning the shoot of tales about his sexuality. Diddy has of late tweeted his deference for Lil Nas X's